Hey everyone, it's Alexis Hasselberger here, time management and productivity coach. If you're like me, you are working in your house now and your kids are hopefully in the other room doing something productive and everyone's trying to stay as productive as possible. This is a change for a lot of people, but for me, actually, I've been working at home for a long time. And so I actually have a lot of tips that I would like to share with you guys. The first one is that when we are working from home, we need to have boundaries. And so setting up boundaries in time and space becomes really, really important. What that means is, having work hours that you stick to so that work doesn't bleed into everything. It means having a physical location in your house, whether you have a home office or not, even if it's just a spot on the couch, having a place that you go to that supports work for you. Right? It's also about staying focused. So we have a lot of different types of distractions at home than we have in the office. We have all the same ones, all the technology, the other people, ourselves, all of that. But we have also got, the siren call of our chores. And we've got TV and video games in the other room. And we've probably got a whole family of people living there or roommates. And might have pets, lots of different distractions. And so really thinking down for yourself about what are the distractions that tend to bother you most, and then creating a mitigation plan for those so that you can remove some of those distractions for yourself and stay focused. Also, communicating is going to be different when we're working from home. It's not as casual as it is when we're in the office and we just walk into somebody and we might have a random conversation. We have to be a lot more intentional. So what that means is you're going to want to use video chat. Video is the absolute best way to be able to get everything across. There's that rule of communication that 7% of what we understand from other people comes from their words, and the rest comes from tone and body language. So make video your friend, even if you don't feel completely video ready all the time. That's another good reason to get dressed in the morning. Another thing that we can do when we're working from home is think about how we can stay connected. Those office chit chat conversations, those are actually really important. And so, what are ways that we can do that when we're all remote? One thing is about having virtual coffee dates with your coworkers. You both have to drink your coffee, or maybe you're just having some nice tea or whatever it is, but you're both in it together. You can have a virtual coffee date. You can have a virtual lunch. Make sure that in your Slack or your chats that you have a place for that non-work related conversation as well. So if there's a random channel or a not work related channel, make sure there's something there so that you can ask about weekends and say hello, etc. And if you are managing a team remotely and this is your first time doing so, you might be a little worried. You might be thinking this is going to present you with a lot of challenges. But the key here is really communication. I mean, there are so many keys. We could go on and on about this, but you want to do a couple of things for sure. One, you want to resist that urge to micromanage people. It can be hard, but start with trust. Your employees will thank you. Maybe they'll thank me for telling you, but it's really important. Try not to micromanage, even though you're far away. And then also honor your one-on-ones. Those one-on-ones are even more important now than they were when you're in the office, because now it's maybe the only dedicated time they're getting. They're not even seeing you in passing. So make sure that with your one-on-ones, you're there, you're fully present, you're using an agenda to make sure that that you're using the time wisely. You're making sure to follow the lead of your employees and get their agenda items so they can get unblocked on whatever it is they need help from you for. And don't cancel those one-on-ones. If you have to cancel for some reason, reschedule it right away. All right. Well, I have so much more to say about working from home. And so I've actually created an online course about that. You can visit that at my website. I have a working parent survival guide. There's a lot of tips about how to handle this if you're also trying to homeschool your kids at the same time. So I have a lot of other resources, but I just wanted to put up this quick video to give you some of my top tips. All right, you can do it. Take care out there.